Now, as a small business owner, we get to the point where we're like, can I pay myself a salary from my business? And if I can, how much can I pay myself? Now, if you're running your business as a side hustle, I personally will tell you, don't pay yourself a salary just yet. Let me tell you why. If you're funding your small business from your 9 to 5 or your main hustle, and you've not allowed your business grow, if you keep taking money as salary from your small business, it'll never grow. It will keep being dependent on the main hustle, and you will never leave that main hustle to focus on your side hustle. So you need to allow your side hustle grow by taking the money that it makes, the revenue and the profits, taking it and reinvesting it back into that business. Now, if you're running your business as a main hustle, which means that you are not getting any financial support from any other job that you're involved in, then this video is for you. Now, there are several factors you need to consider when deciding on if you can pay yourself a salary. The very first one is getting some sort of financial advisor or getting some sort of financial app that will support your finances. For you to know how much money to pay yourself, you need to track your expenses of how much you're spending on your products, on your printing, your services, your machinery, your equipment, all of that. You need to track your expenses and then see if you are matching that to the actual sales from the business to see if you're making revenue, you're making money, and then using that to now figure out how much you can pay yourself. Now, if you want to go with the manual route, I'll tell you to get a financial advisor. I know what you're thinking. You're like, you're a small business, so how can you afford a financial advisor? If you have an accountant as a friend, you can ask them for help, let them check your books, your expenses, track all those metrics for you and give you how much you're making and then pay them a fee. Or you can get freelancer services from either Upwork or Fiverr, and then ensuring that those people help you track your expenses. That's if you want to go through the manual route. If you want to go through the electronic route, I'd recommend 2 apps. This is not sponsored, by the way. These 2 apps are called QuickBooks and Keepa. What I've seen these apps do is that they help you track your expenses, everything that you're purchasing for your business, track it against the sales that you're making for your business to see if you're making some sort of revenue. It has like a profitability report that it tracks and sends to you. And then with that report, you can now see how much you can pay yourself as a small business owner. The second thing you have to consider when thinking about how much to pay yourself is you need to factor in the time and the effort and the work that you're putting into your product or your service. Now, this is something that I think a lot of customers don't understand when somebody prices their product at a very, I would say, relatively high price. And I'm gonna use my business as an example here. For some of my cups, I've had customers tell me that some of them are priced too high, that they found relatively cheaper ones in the market. I'm like, okay, no problem. I understand your plight and my price is being too high, and I feel like I'm not your, target market, you're not my target market. So I let it go. I don't on any account reduce my prices of my items. And I'll tell you why. All my items are handmade, crafted, genuine cups or products that I take time, energy, space to make them. Going from finding the right material to make sure that they're good, to quality assurance, to ensuring that every single item that I am providing to my customers is of the best quality. And if you can't see the value in the quality of products that I'm giving you, then I'm not your client. So I don't reduce my prices. And I would advise you as a small business owner to use this to measure the pricing of your products as well as knowing how much to pay yourself. You must commend yourself for the time, energy, and effort that you put into your craft. I am someone that used my 9 to 5 to fund my hustle, and it hasn't gotten to the point where it should pay me a salary. So I don't think that it's gotten to that point where it needs to commend me for my time and effort into my craft. So I'm not doing that just yet. But in the future, yes, I'll definitely start paying myself some sort of salary based on the amount of time and effort and work I put into making my products. The third factor is calculating your profit. If you're using your accountant to give you some sort of profitability report, or using the QuickBooks or Keepa app to give you that report, you're gonna use that report to now find out how you're gonna allocate all the spending that you need to do for your business. So if you have 100%, you're gonna use 30% allocated to like taxes and regulations and your government, all that stuff. Then you're also going to allocate 20% to your emergency fund. This is money that will support you should in case anything happened to your business. It's to serve as some sort of lifeline for your business. So you're going to keep 20% for that function. 20% will go to your reinvestment fund. Your reinvestment fund will support things like buying new products. Like if your machine is broken down, you're going to use that to replace your machine, stuff like that. That's putting money back into the business. So that's what that money is allocated for. And the last one is 30%. 30% will be used to pay you, the business owner, your salary. So your salary will be 30% of that monthly report to make sure that you're being paid what you are owed, or you're being commended for the work that you've done for that month. I hope it's making some sort of sense. Again, 20% for emergency fund, 20% for reinvestment fund, 30% for your taxes or your regulations, and then 30% for your salary.